Today we are going to talk about the process of cellular respiration. Throughout this process, our cells use oxygen to convert glucose, or a simple sugar, which can be obtained from the food we eat, such as the steak dinner shown here. We convert this glucose into the energy-carrying molecule ATP, which we use when we work out, for example, at a gym. The process of cellular respiration can be understood through this simple analogy. Here we have a USC student. This student is at a laundromat to do her laundry. It costs 34 quarters to do all of her laundry, but she only has a Visa card. So she goes to the ATM machine at the bank to get some money to do her laundry. She inserts her ATM card and receives 2 5s and 2 quarters. This is representative of the first process of cellular respiration called glycolysis. The ATM card represents the glucose that is a reactant, and the 2 quarters, or ATP, and 2 $5 bills, or pyruvates, represent the products of the process of glycolysis. The student still does not have enough quarters to use the laundromat to complete all of her laundry. Therefore, she goes to the local coffee shop to ask the cashier to give her some change back. The student hands her 2 $5 bills to the cashier. The cashier then hands her back 10 ones, and out of the kindness of her heart, she offers you 2 extra quarters. This exchange is representative of the Krebs cycle, the second process of cellular respiration. The 2 pyruvates, or $5 bills, are given to the cashier, and in return she hands the student 10 ones, or NADH and FADH, and 2 extra quarters, or ATP. There are now 4 total ATP molecules. Lastly, the student takes her remaining bills to the change machine. She inputs the bills and receives 30 more quarters. This exchange is representative of the electron transport chain, the third and final process of cellular respiration. The several bills, or NADH and FADH, are converted into the remaining 30 quarters, or 30 ATP molecules. From all 3 processes, or transactions, the student now has a total of 34 quarters, or ATP molecules, that cellular respiration creates. Now, our wonderful USC student has the money and energy to do her laundry.
Welcome to AMTV News. I am Joy Turner. Tonight we will be discussing the misconceptions of cellular respiration. I will be talking with famous scientist Wong. Hi Wong, thank you for meeting with us tonight.
Hi Joy Turner, it's a pleasure being here.
So, are you ready to tell us about the misconceptions of cellular respiration?
I sure am. This is a pretty big news story. Our first misconception is that cellular respiration begins with an electron transport chain. This is false. Cellular respiration begins with the process of glycolysis. Our second misconception is that the Krebs cycle produces 4 ATP. This is false. The Krebs cycle produces 2 ATP. Our third common misconception is that 2 NADPH are made during the process of glycolysis. This is false. 2 pyruvates are made during glycolysis, and NADPH is not made in cellular respiration at all. Our final misconception is that cellular respiration does not occur in plant cells. This is false. Cellular respiration does occur in plant cells. It takes place solely in the leaves of the plants.
Thank you, Wong, for clearing up our misconceptions about cellular respiration.
It was a pleasure being here.
Thank you. So that wraps up tonight's newscast on AMTV. Have a nice evening, and remember, stay in school.